Hey everyone, and welcome to another podcast of Photography Made Easy with me, Scott Volker, and Joe Marshall. Joe, how is it going on your end?
Good, good. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome everyone, and what we're going to do in this podcast is talk about a question that came in, and it came in from Andrew, and he asked, do you have any ideas for marketing for the holidays? And Joe, you know as well as I do, I think the holiday season, meaning Thanksgiving, fall, Christmas, New Year's, all of those are probably one of the biggest money makers for most photographers. Wouldn't you
Ex-
agree?
Exactly, yeah. That's the time of the season when holiday cards are sent and people get ready for buying presents and all that stuff and decorating your yard. So, yeah, the major holidays.
Yeah, and some of you who've been on our subscriber list for a long time have probably heard me say this, and you probably need me to say it again because most of you are probably not doing it. So what I want to do is number one, remind the people that already know about this, but also let the new people know also what they should be doing. And Joe, you just said it, holiday cards. I think that's a huge vehicle for people to promote their business and also add some additional income to their bottom line. I mean, let's face it, all right? You take a card template that you create yourself, or the lab will create them as well, and then you offer them as an additional service. Now, people come in and let's say they buy package A and it's $99, let's say. Well, that's great, but now what if you can get them to purchase an additional 30 cards? I mean, right there alone, you're going to be in 30 other people's possession, okay, to where they're going to be able to see your work. They're going to be able to see your website, your phone number, your business name, all that good stuff on the back that they pay for. Now, personally, I think that on the back of your template, your card template that you're giving out, I think you should have a label, all right, to where basically it lists out your name, your website or blog. It should have your phone number, and it should have your copyright. Those are the basics, and those are the main things that you should have. Now, the beauty with this is, like I just said, they're going to pay for the printing, right? You're going to charge them so much per card. And I usually recommend too, like having like a minimum order. You don't want people to come in and buy 10 cards. Say 30 is the minimum. That's where you start, and then you go from there. But basically, they're going to pay for the printing, okay? You're going to basically just supply the service, but they're going to basically go ahead and pay for the printing. You're going to make a little bit of money there, but the real magic here is that card that you created for them is going to be shipped for free, for you anyway. They're going to pay the shipping to all of their friends and family.
So,
That's pretty
Scott, so,
powerful.
so Scott, you're saying instead of our usual studio tag like photo by, you want all this additional information on the back.
Yeah, absolutely. I know some people have also said, should I put it on the front of my picture? I'm not a big fan of that. And Joe, I don't know how you feel about that, but I've always found it to be a little bit sometimes in the way. And sometimes people get annoyed by that. And I'm not really there to put it on the front to where you see like Olin Mills did, years ago. That's what they always put their little logo there, their little brand. And that's okay if it's small enough and it's off to the corner. But I've found that a lot of times it's going to be interfering, or I'm going to have to figure out where it's going to go on the picture where it's not going to interfere. So I'd rather just put the good old information on the back of the card, black and white, so people can see it, and include more information rather than just my business name. Because let's face it, folks, it's not about your business name. It's not about that. It's about the service that you give, okay, and that you give your clients, okay, and it's basically about them getting in contact with you and seeing your work. So what better way than to have a website or a blog to where you can point them to see your work right there?
Yeah, you don't want to say Joe's photo and you're sending these cards out to Omaha or Florida or Hawaii. Right, where's Joe's photo? So now you got to you're specific.
Exactly. So I'm going to end on that part because I do want to keep these podcasts under 10 minutes because it's supposed to be something you can do immediately. But if you're not doing this, start doing it immediately. And I know, Joe, that that a lot of labs offer these templates if you don't have any of your own. I know we offer some in our Digital Creations Club. We also, I actually think you should make some yourself. They're not that hard to make. I know one of our students also makes some herself, Fancy, who she does a really good job because she's she's just passionate about it and she enjoys them. But you can also charge a premium for that. I mean, I've done that before where someone says, I don't want one that everyone else has. Can you create one specially for me? Sure, I can. $50, just to create the template. So maybe it's $50 for the template, and then she buys the cards on top of that. So I don't know, Joe. What do you think about using the ones that the labs have? And
well, you have some on the Creations Club, I think, if people have joined that.
Yeah.
I just got a email from Bay Photo. I've used them in the past, and they've got a special going on right now. Here's the thing. It's Halloween. Now, the stores are just busting out to put Christmas things on the shelves. And you'll probably see Christmas and Halloween. You have to promote the holiday 2 to 3 months out. So even though it's Halloween and Thanksgiving's coming, you should also promote Christmas. And it's not too early to get these things, at least in your mindset, and to get a plan, get your, like you said, get them, the templates already get going, and be thinking about it, pricing them, and see where you're going to get all this stuff from.
Yeah, and the other thing I want to say, though, is, people listening into this, podcast, and let's say that you're listening to it and it's November 15th. Don't think that, oh, boy, Joe just said it's 2 to 3 months, I can't do this. No, start now. Start today. Don't wait, we're just saying that it's ideal to get going quicker. And, what I like to do a lot of times is do like, Christmas in August or something. Get people going. And, especially when you start to get busy and you get the reputation that you basically fill up your spots really quick. Well, now you can get people that don't want to, run into that, where they're going to book in late August and they'll get their holiday pictures done. Believe it or not, people, what happens is people will take their family photo that you shot maybe outdoors, okay, on location, and they'll put that into a holiday template, and then that's their holiday card. And that's very typical, and that happens a lot. So don't think that you have to have, your templates only for people that come to the studio for that. You can have people that have come for summer, photography sessions, and you've shot them in a park or at a lake or wherever outdoors. You can send out an email to those people and say, hey, do you need holiday cards? And then they don't even have to come back, but you're going to make money on the people that already came to you back in July. So that's just another little side tip for you. But all right, Joe, I think we're going to have to wrap this call up. But I think that, that's a lot of information right there for you guys. And I think you should go out there and use it. Use the card templates as a marketing vehicle, as a little bit more of an income generator for you, and another service. Because like I said, you have to add services to your business to keep taking the sales and stacking them one on top of the other. So that's going to wrap it up. We'll talk to you in the next podcast. Keep the questions coming, and good luck to everyone this holiday season. Talk to you soon.